Wish I could have said goodbye. It's a sad song.
Oh my
I
God.
wanted and I wanted to. Trying to save a part of you. Don't wanna feel another touch. Don't wanna start another fire.
Let's steer away the conversation from long distance relationship to your profession, because you mentioned earlier that you were a teacher.
I was.
Yes, and you were teaching kids.
Preschool, yeah. Preschool, early childhood education.
What subject were you focused?
Filipino, all.
Okay.
When you are at preschool, yeah.
Can you share about your professional background and what inspired you to become a teacher to kids?
Professionally, I am not professionally a teacher. I didn't finish and I never had a degree on that. I just took a year for early childhood to get a certificate for me to teach. But the reason why I became a teacher, because I am very active in the church in Manila, and the owner of the school is a leader in the church. So when she found me that I can speak so well in front of many people, she had thought that, why don't you try teaching in my school, you know? So I'm like, since I am not working at the time, I was very busy at church and with my kid. I said, okay, let's try. So I started from the very low, position as a teacher aide, because I studied business management, not teaching, profession. So that's the reason why I became teacher, because she's my friend and I was in the church, we're in the same church, and she asked me to come to her school because she owns the school, the private school. It's a Montessori school. So I tried it, and I knew myself that I never had a lot of patience when it comes to different kids. But you know what? I think that's one of the reasons that God had changed me. He gave me that kind of patience for kids. Imagine 25 kids in a classroom with different upbringings, right? And kids from private schools is more spoiled or what, but I found myself loving what I do. I mean, maybe because when I do things, I really put into my heart. That's who I am. When I do things, even if I do not know anything about it from the very beginning, but once I put my heart on it, I'm on it, And I see myself, wow, I couldn't believe that I can do this. When I was young, my dream is to become a teacher, It was my dream, and it did happen because of my friend, To be fair to my ex, he sent me to school. I studied college late because I went to Manila early. I thought when I go to Manila, my aunt promised me to send me to college, but it didn't happen. I was working in Manila. My first job was in clinic, but at the end of the day, I was working really hard because I have to work because I have no one there, and I became a regular from teacher aide to assistant teacher to a primary teacher.
How long did you work as?
6 years in a regular school, and then after I left to Montessori, I put up my own tutorial business since 2017 up to when I came back here in Dumaguete.
Oh, so you had to give that up?
Yeah. I had a reason why I went back here in Dumaguete because of my second ex. That's a long story too. Yeah.
Maybe another time we can talk about that.
Yeah.
Let's focus on your teaching
Okay.
career. So what do you think are the most rewarding aspects
As a teacher?
of teaching younger children?
When you see your kids performing and learning what you have trying to taught them. No matter how hard it is, because kids have different paces. Maybe this kid would learn easily, but the other kid won't. It's really a matter of patience and love. I learned to love different kids when I was in school, you know, because I get to understand that not every kid has. I can't say that kids are dull. No, they are not just ready yet. They're still coming out of their shell. It's just that preschoolers is the most crucial period of learning. You know, that is the most important foundation that we parents should have, you know, instill into them. So it's really important to give, you know, all the information that you can to those kids. And once you see them learning, even if the parents won't give you those, what's this?
Recognition.
Recognition that you did good. Once you see your kid that you know from the very beginning he doesn't or she doesn't know anything, and at the end of the school year, it's more than a prize. It's more than a compliment, or how do you call it? A reward. When you know that you thought a lot of things to those little ones.
You have made significant changes into these kids.
Yeah, and you know what? Kids doesn't just want the learnings that they needed. Kids want your love.
Yes, they develop that emotional connection with you as a teacher.
We don't even call ourselves teachers. We are like a second mother to them. We are like a maid because we did everything. We potted them, you know, we clean their poops and everything. When they vomit, when they cry, when the tantrums are everywhere. You know, when one kid starts to have tantrums, it's like
else.
a sing-along.
Yep.
You know, but at the end of the day, you know, it's really nice to be at school. It's really nice. It's a great feeling that I had.
Were there challenges that you had to face while teaching children?
A lot.
And how do you
A lot.
overcome them?
If you have parents that is not cooperative, it's really hard. You know, because you wanted to teach those kids not just the lessons, but also the, you know, good manners, you know, and especially those parents that doesn't have time for their kids. It's really sad. If only I could take them with me. For those kids who doesn't have parents all the time at home, I would love to, because I really feel sorry for those kids that can't even have a conversations or a hug. Because I had a kid who is a child of a Chinese, you know, people. He's crying to me, and he told me, "I wish you were my mommy." That hit me. You know, my God. So being a teacher is not easy. Emotionally, wreck. I experienced that because I feel for those students who doesn't have parents. I never had a father, so I know the feeling.
I think that's one of the rewarding aspects
One of the rewarding.
of being a teacher, because these kids see you as their parents.
They loved you. Wherever when they see you everywhere, they're like, "Teacher Mary," you know, wow, you know, they loved you with all their hearts.
I cannot imagine the pain when you had to stop what you
Because I
did.
have to. And it's just so happened that it's COVID and all the schools were closed. Before COVID, I was out of the regular school already. I was with my own tutorials business, you know. So I really do miss teaching. But for now, if you would ask me if I wanted to go back teaching, I'm not sure. I just want to be with my mom. Here we go again.
You just want to relax and enjoy life with somebody.
I think I deserve that. I've been working my whole life, you know.
Yeah, I think he's just in the corner watching this video.
He's there. He's there.
What advice would you give to teachers who are just starting their careers and are interested in working with young children?
Give your heart. Give everything you could. It's not about the knowledge that you're putting into those kids. It's the heart. Once they felt your love, the kids will easily learn. That's how my parents knows me. I love their children. That's why their kids loves me as their second mom. I have lots of kids that calls me teacher mommy. I'm just a loving person. That's why I wanted to be loved.
No, I think that
You know?
you have spent so much of your life loving people but not getting the love that you deserve.
I know God loves me, but I'm still a human being. I needed a man. I just needed a man that will truly love me for who I am. Not just for being a good Mary, a sweet Mary, but my beauty will be gone in how many years. But I wanted you to get my heart. And I want your heart too. I want a caring man. I will take. One of the guys mentioned that, well, maybe because he doesn't like me, and it's okay. He said that, well, maybe if somebody needs a nurse, I would be great or good. It's not just about that I can take care of you. It's about no. It's about giving you the love that you also need and wanted. If you want a woman that will take care of you, here we are.
Looking back, what are some of the important moments or pivotal moments that shaped Mary today?
All the pains that I had in the past that shaped me who I am today. And all those pain, I chose to be positive and accept the fact that that's life. That's life. And I'm still hopeful that one day I will receive the love that I've been wanting in my life. I know a lot of people love me. All my friends love me. They want my company. But the love that comes from a man that you loved, that you choose to love for the rest of your life is really different.
That is really what you're searching for.
That is what I'm searching for.
How do you define a fulfilling life?
Fulfilling life is, even with circumstances, let's just be grateful in everything. People would say, I am fulfilled because I have everything. Really? You have everything? I know a lot of people that has everything, but they committed suicide. Because they miss something. And I'm sure the attention, the time, the love, that was missing, even if they have everything.
What are some core values or principles that guide your decisions and actions?
I have faith in God.
Faith in God.
I believe what's in the Bible. And we're not going to talk about, we're not going to debate on anything, but I think faith is very important. Faith will teach you how to fight life, how to face life, and how to give real, how to give and how to show who you really are for trying to be a good person. I mean, I'm a strong woman, but I think one thing for sure that I have learned is to be stronger for my kid. Because if I wasn't strong enough, maybe I was not with him for 21 years. But because my priority at that time is my kid, I have to endure all kinds of pains that I had in my life. But I never regretted everything because that taught me a lot of lessons. I was never as strong as I am now. If you would ask me if I am afraid of the future, I am not. I am not, because I've been through a lot. And look at me. I'm still standing.
The pain has shaped you of who you are today.
Yeah. And that pain is, I would never, ever allow someone to experience the same pain that I had. It's not easy.
What do you believe is the key to maintaining a positive outlook and mindset, even in difficult times?
Do not focus on the negative. That's the only thing. Because try to think about it. If you think most of the time of the situation that is negative, what will happen to you? You can't sleep. You get depressed, right? You have sleepless night. But once you start to, okay, you know, and try to be positive, then you'll be fine.
And focus on the solution.
It may not be has a solution because there are things that you cannot just find solutions right away. But just let it go. Just let things happen. That's how laid back I am.
Yeah, focus
know?
on the good things all the time. I mean, I think that being optimistic or to maintain positive outlook and mindset in life is you acknowledge that there are negatives.
Of course, you have to.
However, you don't linger into that area, but steer away from that area and be in this positive lane.
Yeah. It's my choice if I wanted to focus on that, negative things. Especially my life right now, I've lost everything. I've lost all the incomes that I have, investment, my store. I give up my store. That store was a blessing to me, but I decided to give up because I'm losing my health, and I'm not gonna let that happen, especially my mom. So if there is a person that has problems, or if there is a person that that is very down, I think that would be me. I have nothing left. I have loans in the banks, but why am I this happy? Does it get stressed? Am I stressed when I think about the bills that are coming up? Yes, but I don't focus on those.
I do not want to get into the financial
Yeah.
aspect of your life because I think that's very personal.
It is.
But
But what I'm trying to say is that being how positive I am, I think it will help.
Yes.
Lighten up your burden, your problems, your whatever it is,
we have two options: to worry about everything in life or to not worry
Agree.
about anything.
Agree.
And the end result is still the same.
Yes.
So I would choose not to worry.
Worrying doesn't help. It won't.
It adds your bill in the hospital.
There's a message drifting in the air. If you listen, you will notice music everywhere. This bridge is made of hope. This bridge is made